The left-wing politician and former mayor of Mexico City, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, has promised no less than to carry out a radical transformation in his country and to eradicate corruption. Mr. López Obrador, who is popularly known as AMLO, which is an acronym using the full initials of his name, won the presidency at the third attempt on July 1st, 2018. The white-haired 65-year-old political veteran who won over Mexicans with his rousing populist campaign speeches must now put his promises into action.
During his campaign, AMLO made anti-corruption one of his spearheads, arguing that he will reduce and fight this endemic problem if he became the new president of Mexico. However, Mexican people are still waiting for the promised anti-corruption measures. In fact, people are complaining that AMLO's measures against corruption lack of substance. For instance, during its first 3 months of presidency, AMLO's government attributed more than 70% of its contracts directly, without any competitive bids. The tradition in Mexico is still strong. Also, arguing that Mexican companies don't have the necessary skills in the construction area, AMLO decided to hand over the construction of a refinery to a foreign firm, making rumors about corruption stronger.
AMLO has also had a big impact in the education system. While deleting the substantial reform of education of our former president, AMLO has settled down for an old-age education system. Now, by deleting this reform, AMLO has made the country less competitive by decreasing the education sector. For instance, with this reform, teachers were supposed to be tested on their knowledge. To get the ability to teach in Mexico, they will also have to take a test in competition with other teachers to be able to get their job they want. Basically, current teachers in Mexico don't have any degree to teach, a huge problem as you can presume.
With the country soaring murder rate to set a new record for 29,000 people in 2018, much attention has been focused to Mr. López Obrador's plans to pacify the violence. Since AMLO's victory, this number rate has continued to grow according to data provided by INEGI. His response was to create the National Guard, which allows the Sedena, the Mexican military, to be on the streets and take control over civil matters which were usually controlled by the police. The president and his cabinet have not created a solid plan to solve drug trafficking problems.
However, the Mexican president increased the minimum wage from 88 pesos 64 to 102 pesos 68 a day, creating better opportunities for the most vulnerable sector. He also eliminated the pensions given to the former presidents, which represented a huge cost for the state. To conclude, we can say that AMLO promised a lot of things but has barely completed a few of them. The Mexican population believed in his policies, but now the people's trust has dwindled. Perhaps with 5 more years leading the country, AMLO still has opportunities to apply his program in order to increase the standard of living in Mexico.